Victorians have a lot going for them this weekend. On the local front, two of Queensland's greatest trainers, Tony Gollan and Robbie Heathcote, are both chasing their first Stradbroke. We're gifted with another Stratty season fairy tale from the thriller from Chinchilla. That would be great. Okay, enough of the history lesson, ladies and gentlemen, to officially welcome you all this morning, I should say, our CEO, Carl McGrew, just to say hello, ladies and gentlemen. Carl, all yours.
Thanks, Pat, and good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on a little bit drizzly morning here at Eagle Farm, but let's face it, we'd rather a little bit of rain on a Tuesday than a Saturday. I'd just like to welcome everyone from our members through to our dignitaries and importantly our main sponsors, Ladbrokes. We've got a big team out here this morning. The Ladbrokes Stradbroke. It's been a great carnival. Very proud of the efforts of our team over the carnival. We've had a couple of great days at Doomben and then rolled into really strong Derby and Oaks meetings. But here we are, grand final week for the BRC and really the Queensland racing industry. The Stradbroke is our greatest race. It's the one they all want to win. And I think this year, as Pat has touched on, it's about the ones that probably haven't won it that is so intriguing this year. So obviously, Tony Gollan, he's won more premierships than he'd like to count, but aiming for a Stradbroke with Transatlantic and that horse ticking over very nicely. Rob Heathcote searching for his first Stradbroke and a very strong hand with the mighty war horse Rothfire. Maybe the swan song, Rob. We'll see how he goes, but certainly a great opportunity to come out. That horse has never gone better, and he's getting the wet conditions that he loves. Another chance also with the bounding. And, of course, you know, Chris Waller and J-Mac, they've won everything, but they ain't won a Stradbroke. So they're here with Fangirl on the weekend. So it really is a great race, a great card. We've got the JJ Atkins as well, a lot of great stories through there, and even the Q22. Great news this week. We thought Pride of Jenny was in the paddock, but she's not. She's going to be here at Eagle Farm on Saturday and striving to win a Q22, which also features the Melbourne Cup and Caulfield Cup reigning champion Half Yours. So plenty to look forward to. It'll be a great day here on Saturday. If you haven't got your tickets, make sure you jump onto brc.com.au and grab those. Still tickets available also for the Calcutta on Friday. But they do close today, so don't miss out. If you've got a horse in the Stradbroke, make sure you get along. It's a great luncheon on the Friday, and look forward to seeing you there. But I'll get out of the way. We've got important business to do. Obviously, a very important barrier draw ahead of us, and I wish all the connections the best of luck for drawing the gate you need. Thanks very much.
Carl McGrew, ladies and gentlemen, our CEO. I see a couple of the trainers there. We're not going to kick off until 8. I think we might bring our Hall of Famer up, Tony Gollan, just to say hello. We know he's got Transatlantic in. So, Tony, we might get, and this is not always the best time, just before the barrier draw, but it's always great to chat. And great to have you. Tony Gollan, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Thank you, mate. Great to see you. Hanging out with your great mate, Kieran Marr, down there. It's been a little bit of gentle sledging before the big one.
Yeah, well, I hope he draws 18, I draw 6. No, we're obviously good friends, and he's also stable at my place, and hopefully, if I don't know, he does.
One question for both you and Rob, I suppose. And, you know, it's a cliche, but what would it mean to win Queensland's biggest race?
Well, I think that's basically the answer there, isn't it? It is our biggest race. It's our best race. It's our best race week building into it. We set horses for this not 2 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. You set them for 12 months ago. So it's a unique race being a handicap. Yet it's at that distance. It's not quite a sprint, but certainly need a horse with a bit of stamina. So it's a hard race to win. You've got to get in the right weight and you've got to get the right run. And it'll mean the world. I think it's our best. I think it's Australia's best handicap race personally, but I am biased because I'm a Queenslander.
We know that, and you've been flying the flag for Queensland for so long. It is a great field, isn't it? And as I said right at the outset, we've got 8 individual Group 1 winners in this field.
Yeah, correct. I mean, my fangirl's an outright champion, and she's got to carry basically nearly a weight carrying record. So that's how hard this race is to win. It's hard for that horse with that profile, with the weight, and then you've got the younger horses and 3-year-olds and then horses down low on the weights. That's why it's such an intriguing contest. Always a full field, thundering down the back straight of this beautiful racecourse. So it's going to be a hell of a race, and you can sort of see that 3 lengths probably covering 8 or 10 horses Saturday. what horse gets the right run wins.
Transatlantic?
I'm really happy with him. The plan was always to be third up into this race. We were a month between runs in the Kingsford Smith, and we did miss a trial due to all the wet weather we had in May. So he's just a touch fresh. He's just come on beautifully now, and no excuses come Saturday.
One of the part owners, my old mate Simon George here, is also in Harfield. He's had no luck in racing, has he?
No, he needs the money as well.
Outside of Transatlantic, and you pick your way through this field, there's still a bit of work to do. We've got to see what the weather does and the week that unfolds. But what could you point us into apart from yours?
Well, I think the 3-year-olds always wary about the 3-year-old horses. Philip Stokes was down the weights into 51 or something like that. And I actually thought Toby's filly from the Gold Coast, Sneaky Martini, wherever it is, I thought it was some chance on its runs, and I'd be worried if I didn't say something about another Will.
Well, that's exactly right. I've had a quiet tip around them for another Will today. Was Kieran happy?
Yeah, well, he's coming on really nice, that horse. He looks super, so he's got to carry a bit of weight, 56.5, but he's in great shape.
I know you two have a wonderful rivalry over the years, you and Robbie, but can you dare ponder what happens if Robbie can win at the weekend? They may tear the grandstand down.
Yeah, well, I haven't really been thinking about it because it means I've lost.
Hey, what else on the weekend? You got anything else for us? You're the biggest stable in town.
I think Martis has been racing really well. He's devoid of luck, both his runs, Spirit of Boom and the Sires, leading into the JJ. And I think if he can get a little bit of luck, the mile here at Eagle Farm will suit him. Obviously, Waller's two short-priced horses in the market are always going to be hard to beat come this race. But I thought he was a nice chance, and I think Parade is building beautifully in the Hinkler. I think he's up to the mark for Saturday with McDonald on board.
What would you like for Transatlantic when the barriers are
5, 6, 7.
Okay, we'll see what we can do for you. Tony Donald, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, mate. Great to see you. We're getting very close to time, and I think, do we have a chance to have a quick chat to Rob? We probably should wait until after. Rob, we might use you twice. Rob Heathcote, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm used to following Tony. I've been doing it for 10 years.
Now, on the one hand, you're happy to see this for Rothy, but perhaps not so for about.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Carl was saying you hope it doesn't rain up to Saturday. Well, Carl, guess what? I want it to. Yeah, we need a nice 6 would be perfect for Rothy, but if it dries out, which this track has amazing drying qualities, it'll suit about me.
Now, mate, for someone old enough like me to have been around in the days of Rough Habit, and the joy and elation that happened after that win, the second win in '92, I think it was. I think we're going to see something similar, aren't we, if Rothy can salute?
Well, certainly hope so. I mean, look, he's an old marvel. He's a legend now, and for what he's done, to have the longest streak from winning a Group 1 as a 2-year-old to come back and win it as an 8-year-old, and yeah, we thought he was a circle.
Hey, same question to Tony. What would it mean to win Queensland's greatest race?
Oh, to endorse Tony's comments, I mean, it is our toughest race to win, there's no doubt, and I agree, it's one of the best handicap races in Australia, and I know how hard it is, because I run second in the Bastard 3 times. The Mighty Buffering run second twice, carried 57.5 kilos. I think Rough Habit was made the record for carrying the most weight, and Rothfire, well, a couple of years ago, we drew barrier 18, and he ran second to think about it. So it's a really tough race, there's no doubting that, but we're really happy with the old boy, how he's going. He worked super this morning on the track. He loved that soft 7 there this morning, Carl. And a bounding worked super too. So to win it would certainly be a career highlight for me.
All right, we've just ticked past 8 o'clock. I reckon we might have you back after the draw. I know you're going to stay around. But look, the very, very best of luck. And I think, there's so many people here rooting for you, but also cheering for Rothfire at the weekend.
Thanks, Paddy.
Rob Heathcote, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get the official side underway. Please welcome our Chief Steward, Thoroughbreds Keurig, Josh Adams. He'll be assisted this morning by Paul Zimmerman. They'll select the ball from the machine that we've seen. It's the time-honoured machine. It's been at just about every barrier draw that I can remember. That number represents the horse. Reps are then asked to make their way to the stage to hand the jockey silk sign over to the barrier attendant, before selecting a crystal block to determine the barrier number. The barrier number is on the bottom of those crystal blocks that you can see there. The barrier attendant will then place the jockey silk on board beneath the assigned barrier number. I think if we got the thumbs up to start the official barrier draw. I reckon we've just gone past 8 o'clock. Josh, I will leave it in your hands. Number 22 is one of our emergencies, Sofrado for Rex Flip. Jared Timms is going to do the drawing. Jared, thank you. So one of the emergencies to start us off. Barrier 14 for Sofrado. Private Eye, one of the three for Joe Pride, ladies and gentlemen, one of the great war horses of the race. Beck Hill is joining us. Barrier 4. Oh, yeah. The U's and the R's, straight up. For the horse that's won almost 13 million in prize money. Horse 5, Peter Moody is at the airport. Sadly, Beck Steins is going to join us. Beck, no pressure. But Pete was here this morning. Desert Lightning worked under the cover of darkness, which is the Moody way. Barrier 5 for Desert Lightning. Nice start. The Goodwood winner. Number 21 is Wellway for Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr. Karen McAvoy aboard Trenton. He's got a Trenton Acres is going to draw. Wellway. Another of our emergencies. Barrier 22 for the galloper from the Price Kent yard. '17 is tuned for Team Archibald and Thompson arrived. Hannah Gregory to draw. Hannah. Barrier 6 for tuned. So some of the low numbers out already. Thank you, Josh. Horse Tennis, King of Russo, Pete Snowden. T. Sherry to ride. Jasmine Allen from the BRC is going to draw. Jasmine, thank you. Got the golden ticket through the gateway in December 25. The son of Zeus Star. Barrier 7 for King of Russo. All these low numbers out already. There's a few nervous connections and trainers out there already. Horse 11 is Estadio Mastala from Joe Pride. Apparently worked in Sydney this morning and is being floated up late. And I've had a quiet tip for the one of Joe's 3. Steve is going to draw it. Steve, you're under a bit of pressure here because there's a couple in this room that have had a bit of money on this horse. Barrier 10. I'm happy. Number 20, ladies and gentlemen, is Payline for Chris and Corey Muntz. Leo Thompson's going to do the draw. Leo, thank you. Symmetrical. Payline draws 20, number 20. Horse 12 is Warney for Kieran. I think Kieran's going to do the honours. Declan base to ride, Kieran? Yep. Barrier 1. Thumbs up. Happy. Horse 14 is Splashback for Becky, and I know Graham Begg's here. With Craig Williams on board, Willow has won this race 3 times, ladies and gentlemen, so he's got the right pilot on board. Any preference, Becky? 12. Happy? Very happy. Thank you, Graham. Horse 9 is Yellow Brick for Tony and Madison Sears, the Archer winner. Jay Collett to ride. Matty is going to do the draw. Matty's favourite horse, Yellow Brick. Ooh. I think the smile was forced, was it, Matty? No, can't do much about it. Exactly right. Transatlantic for Tony and Tommy Berry. Chris Essex is going to do the draw. Chris, no pressure with Simon sitting beside you. Barrier 18. A lot of these with form out of the Kingsford Smith, and it was good form. Kieran, you might be called into action again. Another Will. Ryan Maloney to ride. Kieran Maher, ladies and gentlemen, make him welcome. One of the world's great trainers. 17, good and bad, I suppose, for another Will. Still got a couple of our equal top weights to go in Fangirl and Rothfire. There we go, as I speak. Rothie. Alan Perry is going to draw it. Alan, on the crutches. You can take your time. I can talk about Rothfire for ages. Brad will will it to a ride. What would you like? 13, Rob, how's that? Happy enough? 13 for Rothie. Horse 7 is our race favourite, Headley Grange, for Joe Pride, one of Joe's 3. Hippo, out of Hieronymus to ride. James Frame from the BRC is going to do the honours. No pressure here with the race favourite, James. A lot of these low numbers have gone, but you've found one. Barrier 8 for the race favourite, Headley Grange, ladies and gentlemen. See what the bookies say? Horse 19 is 60s. We want to talk about 60s. Jamie Mallon has chosen to ride if 60s gets a start. Jess Hawkins from the is going to draw here for Chris Waller. Oh boy. So that's 60s, first emergency. And the second of the Waller runners, Fangirl, 4-time Group 1 winner, James McDonald to ride. Jen from the BRC is going to do the honours. Jen, thank you very much. Barrier 11 for Fangirl. We're whittling them down, as I said. Field of 18 to start. We've got 5 emergencies. Horse 16 for Toby is Spicy Martini. Holly Penfold will draw. Taylor Marshall to ride. Barrier 2. Toby's going to be happy with that. They are happy with that. "13 is Von Hawk for Cliff Brown, one of 2 of Cliff's runners. Harry Coffey to ride. Cliff is going to do the draw. Any preferences? No? It's a lot of low ones gone. Barrier 19 for Von Hawk. I reckon we've only got 3 left. 15 is a bounding. For Robbie, Tyler Schumer. Holly is going to do the draw. Holly, thank you. We've got 4 left, in fact. Barrier 15 for a bounding. So a little bit of symmetry there. Rob? 15? Okay, thank you. I've got the sign language. Horse 6, ladies and gentlemen, is Steeples for Cliff as well. Cliff. T. Clark to ride. Tim Clark, of course, the defending champ, rider of War Machine last year. Steeples with 21. We haven't been kind to you, Cliff, have we? We do have only 2 left now. By my calculations, Regal Award and the last of our emergencies in Skyhook. 23 is Skyhook. For Gerald Ryan and Sterling Alexia. Test from the BRC is going to draw. And if everything works out, we should only have Regal Award left. Barrier 16 for Skyhook. Couple of errors here, I think, so we'll sort it out in a minute. But 18, there we go. We've worked it out perfectly. It is Regal Award, ladies and gentlemen. Philip Stokes and Cartwright. Lauren is going to draw. Lauren, thank you very much. Lauren Pollard. Barrier 9, ladies and gentlemen. So I think, Josh, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Paul, thank you for your involvement as well. We'll work on getting everything right here, but I've got the numbers here. I think I might get Kieran up straight away. We really do appreciate his time. Kieran Barr, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, one of the world's leading trainers. Is he still with us? He is, and sprinting my way as we speak. I'll try and do a little bit of tap dancing with another Will at barrier 17 and Warney in barrier 1. So a little bit of the